Welcome to another Telltale video. This video continues with J.G. Ballard, his fourth short story sale of his career, which was originally called Build Up and was published in New Worlds magazine in January 1957. New Worlds, of course, was probably the best and is probably the most famous of British science fiction magazines, which got started in the late 1940s and lasted into the 1980s and has been revived a couple times, most recently by PS Publishing. They're publishing it in more of a book format. So there's still life for New Worlds. Anyway, the January 1957 issue. And later on in collections, Build Up was given the title The Concentration City. This was its first book appearance in the collection Millennium, and here it's still called Build Up. But in my collection, The Complete Short Stories of J.G. Ballard, it's called The Concentration City. The basic synopsis: you have a huge city and the people living inside the city, and they are inside. They take elevators and trams to get around everywhere from building to building. There is no outside, there is no nature, it's just all buildings. And nobody really knows how big the city is, or if there's an end, or if there is an outside. But a guy named Franz, he dreams of having he invents a flying machine, a glider, and he wants to find a space large enough to fly it in with himself in it and carry him. So he's looking to get outside the city. And he's heard that there is an outside the city. So he gets on the tram and just starts going and going and going for days, hoping to reach the end. I'm not going to spoil the ending. The ending is really cool, especially for people like me that love topology. It's a short story. In 1957, in a science fiction magazine, the character is good enough to make the point of the story. But I feel like you really get a sense of who Franz is, but not a really deep sense. You don't have all kinds of, you don't learn about childhood traumas or whether or not he's divorced or crap like that. You know this person from his dream of flying and his insatiable desire to find a way to do it. And so he sets out on this odyssey where he discovers the truth about his city. This is a very good story. I wouldn't classify this as a great story. I wouldn't give it top tail status. But it is a very, very good story. And still very science fictional, but kind of shades of the sort of thing Ballard would write in the future, like High Rise, or stories like that are very focused on our urban environment and how modern man is trapped in it, and how it does become a microcosm. The city becomes a microcosm. That was one of the themes that ran through a lot of his work, and you're seeing it here already. He's already hitting his stride. This is only number 4, and he's already hitting his stride with his fiction. So I recommend it. It's just, I'm not going to call it one of Ballard's best, but I would recommend it to you if you're interested in learning about Ballard. If you like new wave science fiction, you should read this story. If you like some of the other authors I've been talking about, like Harlan Ellison and John Brunner and I'm going to get into Michael Moorcock and Brian Aldiss. If you like authors like that, I think you'll like Ballard. Philip K. Dick. There's similarities between Ballard and Philip K. Dick in their style of fiction. And of course, they were writing approximately contemporary, just not in the same continent. I hope you'll go out, read that story. Let me know what you think about it. Leave comments here. Like us and subscribe to us. And come on back for more. And in the future, we've got some exciting changes that I think you'll enjoy. I hope you'll enjoy. I hope you'll join us for more of this journey through all these different classic science fiction authors. Till the next video.